Hello everyone, I want to do another Your Creative Studio project with you today. I'm going to be working in my Your Creative Studio journal, so let's fill a few more of these wonderful pages. Now this box here is the September 2023, so it's an older one, but I'm just going to take a look and see what we've got inside. It's another floral botanical theme by the looks of things, which I know that one person sort of left a message last unboxing saying that they were fed up with, but to be honest, I think most of us just absolutely love these. They're incredibly versatile, so you know, I don't find it a problem. These are one of my favourites, so do let me know what you think in the comments below. But let's open this up and see what we've got in this particular box. I've pulled everything out and let's just open each piece one by one. We've got our usual washi tape, and this is a very, very pretty one. Let's see if I can open it and hold it up to you. I really like that design. I think the colours are lovely. We've got 3 sets of cling stamps and they all come in this packaging here. Let's see what designs we have. So yeah, I like these, and I'll stamp these out and let you know what the designs are like in a little while. So we've got these 3 small ones here. We've got this large one. Isn't that beautiful? Just hold it up, and these are all sort of these red rubber design style stamps. And then another large one as well. I think that goes that way round. Let me just hold it up to the camera. So those are our stamps. I've just brought the camera down slightly. We've got this set of postcards. Let's open this up and see what designs we've got in here. So, oh, and these are paper designs. So great for layering. You can stamp on these, all kinds of things you can do with these. So we've got those. We have some plant drawings, time fragment series, and this looks as if it's a pack of stickers. So these are the designs here. Let's quickly open these. And as you know, I love the packaging as much as I do the products that are inside. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And it just gives you some idea as to how you can use these as well. And then we've got various beautiful vellum style stickers. These are washi stickers, so all see-through. And we've got a couple of designs of each. Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, some really pretty designs in this set here. Let me just very quickly run through these. Oh, these are really lovely actually. Look at that. I like this one. So we haven't had any like this before. I think these are beautiful. I shall enjoy using these. We have a paper pack, Flowers Small Town this is called. And it comes in one of these little pouches. I always love these. I think these are great to decorate as well. And let me just quickly flip through the designs of papers that we get with these. So we've got one of those. They're all different this time as well. And we've got a mixture of vellum and paper. So this is the paper, and various different sizes as well. Very vintage floral. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep. Really like those. Isn't that one beautiful? We have this little set of tags and maybe tickets, Go Far Away. So let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Again, the packaging can be reused as well. So yeah, we've got the packaging. You can use that. It's always good to recycle. And then we've got various tags with most beautiful gold embossing. Let me just see if I can tilt this so that you can see the shine. All of these have got a gold overlay by the looks of things. Isn't that one gorgeous? Some really, really pretty designs. So let's just very, very quickly flip through these. Lovely. Oh, look at this one here with the swallow on it. Yeah, very, very nice. We've got some rub-ons. Well, I always love rub-ons. And the idea is that you cut out a little piece of what you want and then rub it on with this to whatever surface, either paper or even fabric. Absolutely wonderful to use on things like cheesecloth and burlap with this little stick. So let's have a look and see how many sheets we have inside here. So again, we've got lovely packaging. Let me just pop that off to one side. And then, wow, we've got 3 sheets of these. So we've got this one here. They're all different. This one and this one here. I will have great fun using these. We've got a stencil in this set here. This is the first time that I've ever seen a stencil in any of these kits. So this is very, very exciting. So maybe Amanda, oh, there's 2 as well. So maybe Amanda is starting to go down more of the mixed media route. So that's the packaging. Let me just stick that under there for a second. This is the design of the first one. Absolutely beautiful, love that. And then we've got this second one here as well. Yeah, I'm really happy with both of those. Excited to try these out. We've got some postage stamps, Your Creative Studio own designs. These are vellum stickers, so these just or washi style stickers. These just peel off. Really like the design of those. Where should I put everything? I'm running out of space. We've got a paper pack. Let me open this up. Isn't the packaging gorgeous? So let's see. I'm going to have to untie it, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to end up tearing things. But we've got this string that we could use as well. Again, this little pouch is nice for us to be able to recycle or upcycle. We've got some stickers in here as well, so let me just pop that off to one side. So we've got a bunch of different background papers. We've got some textured papers in this one here as well, so this is nice. Let's have a look at these. Sort of like a linen effect. This is sort of like a parchment paper design, and then this handmade sort of, you know, grassy type effect. So yeah, those are fun. And then we've got some stickers in this set as well. So we've got the days of the week, and then we've got a few other designs as well, and some labels. We've got another sheet of Your Creative Studio's own design labels here, stickers, so you can see that these are all different shapes. I'm really happy about this because we've got an outline this time, which makes it really easy to see what we've got. Some of them come and they're just random stickers on a sheet, and it's really hard to tell what shapes you've got to play with. So this is a much, much better design. I love the texture of this as well. I don't know if I tilt it whether you can see. It's kind of embossed, so that will be fun to play with. And then finally we've got another paper pack, and this is the usual Your Creative Studio design, where we get 4 types of papers, 6 sheets of each, so 24 papers in total. So 6 sticker sheets, 6 vellum sheets, 6 art paper, and 6 pattern paper. So let me just take these out for you to see. The usual beautiful packaging, which could be folded in half and maybe made into a journal perhaps. And then let me pop this on top here actually, so that you can see. We've got this design here. These are gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I love the borders on all of these. Very, very pretty, very nice. And then of course the patterns just repeat themselves. These are the sticker sheets. So let me just show you the different types of paper. We've got the patterned sheets, and these are a particular favourite of mine. They're kind of sort of like a ridged texture. And then we've got vellum as well. So another beautiful, beautiful box. This is the whole array of everything that came included in this box, and I'll leave the link to it in the description box below for anybody who's interested. But I'm just going to put my thinking cap on and let's see what we can come up with. There are so many beautiful things to play with in this kit. It's really hard to know where to start. I want to try out these rub-ons, and I thought that maybe I could use some of these papers here. I don't think it would work on the vellum, but these are just really nice sort of natural feel paper, so I'm just having a look to see which ones might fit, and this one here certainly will. Would help if I had some scissors at the ready. So what I'm going to do is just cut this out, just being careful not to cut into any of the other designs. So let's just get this prepared and ready. There we go, that will do fine. And then what you need to do is remove the backing. It's got sort of like a plastic backing, and what I thought I could do is have it on here like this. I just thought that would look really nice. So press that down, and then you need to rub, and you need to rub with these quite hard from the ones that I've used in the past. I might even need to get something a bit sharper, but we'll see how we get on. Let's have a look, and you'll be able to tell if it's coming off. Just lift it really carefully. You see it is. See, that's coming away nicely. So I'm just going to keep going. Keep rubbing over this until the whole of it is removed, and then we've got ourselves our first embellishment ready to use in our journal. I think that's ready now, and I'm just going to peel it away really carefully so that if I see that any hasn't stuck down, I can quickly put it back on and do a bit more rubbing. But yep, there we go, and isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Oh, how beautiful. And shall we try one more? Perhaps we could put one onto one of these postcards here. I kind of like this image, so again, I'm just going to fussy cut this out, and let's try this one here and see what this looks like. So again, just carefully cutting around so that I don't cut into any of the other images. So here we are. So I think I can have that, something like that. I'm going to tear it out of my book because I don't want the impression of my rubbing going onto the other side. So we'll take it out, and I think I want to have it about here. So again, what I need to do is just peel up that backing, and let's just pop it down. Don't overthink it too much. I think I'd quite like the flower to just go in that gap there perhaps. And what have I done with my rubbing tool? Let's move my scissors out of the way, and again I'm just going to press really hard to release my image from this sticky backing. Now the rub-on I use for this one here for some reason just didn't peel off very well. And so I'm just using some pencil crayons just to fill in any of the gaps that were left behind. You can see a couple here, and then I'm just improvising using some coloured pencils here, and then you would be none the wiser, and this has been saved. So we could do with a little lavender one. Have I got a lavender colour? So let's have a look. We've got this purple here. Perhaps we can add some of this, and I really don't think you would be any the wiser. I've got a grey here because we've got some grey in here as well, and I think that's fixed. You would never know. Isn't that just gorgeous? Let's have a look and see what we can do with this stencil. It's such a pretty design, so let's move that out of the way. Now, I was thinking that I could maybe do some stenciling on this piece of paper here. I think this will work. So bring in a piece of parchment paper. What I am going to do, let's have a look. How do I want to do this? Where do I want... Yeah, I'm going to position it about there, I think. And I'm going to use a little bit of the washi tape just to hold it down. Now, when I was showing you, a piece tore off. So rather than waste it, I'm going to use this. Let's have that slightly hanging off the page. I'm just going to stick that down, and that's just to hold my stencil in place. Pop my paper, stick the rest of that back up there, stick that down as well, and I'm going to use iced spruce. So I'm just going to use this brush and I'm just going to go all over my background. I might even end up using 2 colours. Perhaps I could add some kind of espresso as well. So we'll see how we get on with this. I'm not sure this is really going to be dark enough. And also, I haven't used my ice spruce for so long either that it's probably got a little bit on the dry side. So I'm going to add some more of a chocolate colour. Let's see what I've got. Let's try some walnut stain. So these are just Distress Oxide inks. So I don't want too much of this one. Doesn't matter whether I go over the sides because of course I've got my protective paper here, and I might even add some frayed burlap as well. Why not? So let's add some of this. I'm using the same brush, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to pick out the areas where I can see that I haven't got quite as much ink. And let's lift this up and see what we've got underneath. Hopefully this will be okay. Now I haven't got as much tape on the bottom, so if I lift it up from here, if it's not quite right, then I can always pop it down and add some more. Just look how beautiful that is. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I love it. I'm going to take this straight off to the sink though and give it a wash because of course Distress inks are water soluble and I don't want this sort of marking anything else that I use at a later date. I absolutely love how that's turned out, and I'm just wondering whether I could have this on top as a focal image. Now of course I've got this torn edge here and the rest are straight. I don't know whether that bothers me or not. I'd also like to mount it on something, and I'm wondering whether this green would pick out the green here. I've tried all kinds of papers and I can't find anything that I like any better. So I'm just wondering whether a small piece of this just to mount it. So I think I'm going to cut a piece of this down. Now I either cut this down so that that's straight, or I distress the edges. The only thing that worries me there is that I'm in danger of just ripping it. So I think I'm going to cut this straight, and I'd maybe like to find a postage stamp to go on here as well. I'm definitely going to ink around the edges, so let's just do this first, just because it's looking rather white. And you see that just looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know what to do about this bottom right hand corner. I was wondering whether I'd be able to use one of these postage stamps, but the designs are too similar. It's too much and it's too big as well. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I think that's beautiful. So I think I'm just going to glue that on. And whilst I've got a small piece of this left over, the other part of this green here, I'm going to stick this down on there as well, so that we've got 2 lovely embellishments. I need to, of course, find some way of using this as an embellishment as well. I could just put that down to a page. I think it's beautiful as it is. The next thing I want to do is something with this page here. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's crying out for a focal image here. And I don't like the image that's on this page here, so I'm going to swap them over. So what I will do is grab my mat. Mine's really grotty, and I'm just going to use a craft knife just to cut this image out here. So keeping my fingers crossed that my knife is sharp enough, and just lining it up. And this is the sticker paper, by the way, and the backing is still on. I don't like taking the backings off. I like them when they're slightly thicker with the backings kept on. That's just my preference. Of course, you can take the backing off if you want to. So I'm just going to cut all the way around. Really difficult to see what I'm doing, but I think we're going to be okay. Just be careful with this. And then across the top there, like that. And then of course we can use the inside as well. So I might need a thinner pair of scissors just to snip away the excess. Here we go. I've got a really sharp pair of scissors here. That's easier, just because I can see where I'm getting into. And let's see what we can do with this. And you see we've got a lovely background then for us to play with as well. So we've created 2 pieces of ephemera from that. I need to cut away a bit of the edges, but that's okay. I've ended up cutting all of the orange away from the edges, and so that's going to go on my background, something like this. I'm just going to take this off to the paper trimmer and cut off this blue bottom so that that's just one piece. And of course now I can use this as a little pocket if I want to. But I just think that's stunning. That's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to glue that on there like that. I'm not going to take the backing off. I like it when these are a bit more sturdy. I find that they buckle once you take the backing and just use them as a sticker sheet. But I may add some stitching, but I won't do that today. So what can we do with this piece here? I'm going to start off by trimming it on the paper trimmer and just taking this border off as well. And I shall pop this to one side with this border here. The reason I'm cutting these off is that they're just too long for the size of my journal. Now I'm wondering whether I can add this as a focal image to this piece here. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it. The one thing I am going to do to start off with is just ink inside here. And I just wonder whether we can use some of this parchment paper here. It's got this beautiful design on it. I don't know whether you can see. I don't know which way round it's supposed to go. I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to see if I can cut a piece that's big enough to put on the back here. Let's just grab my pencil. This one here will do. I'm just going to cut that down there like that. One side is more textured than the other. This is smoother, so I'm going to use the more textured side. And hang on a minute, we're just about to have a landslide. And I'm going to bring back my stencil. Now, do I want to use stencil number 1? Number 2 is by the sink because, of course, I washed off all of the ink. Let's use this one here. So again, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape just to hold this in place. And let's grab the Distress inks again and do some inking. I'm going to use the same colours that I used before. So I'll start off with Iced Spruce. It's probably got some of the other ink on there as well, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. So that's the Iced Spruce. Which colour did I use next? I can't remember whether it was frayed burlap or walnut stain. We'll go for frayed burlap first. So a small amount of this as well. I love the way that we got the 3 colours on there before. So just a bit of that, not everywhere. And then bring in the walnut stain. So I've gone light to dark. So let's see what this looks like. Have a bit of the darker ink perhaps around the edges. And this is just newsprint paper that I'm using sort of as a backdrop paper. I think that will do. Let's peel it off at the bottom and see for starters. Oh, just look how pretty that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I was thinking about having this piece underneath here. I love that, it's gorgeous. And then popping this on top, but that's just not working for me. I don't know, there's something about it, it just doesn't flow. But I absolutely love this as a mount for this piece here. So I think I'll end up sticking this down here and adding some stitching, which I'm not going to do today. I'll explain about that a little bit later. So I've come up with another idea. We've got this beautiful dragonfly, and I think that I'm going to add that there like that. I think that's much more in keeping with the background of this piece. It looks beautiful. So just a reminder, this is what it was like before, and it just looked as if that was stuck on the top. I don't know. I mean, I know that I've stuck this on the top, but the colours work much better in my eye, whereas I just love that. I think that's beautiful. So I think that's what I'm going to use as my focal image for this window piece here. And then maybe I can add some stitching around this part here. So this is what I've ended up with from these two pieces here. I love that. I think it's beautiful. It's a lot more subtle. I don't know, it just works better for me. And I love this. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I think with, you know, a little bit of stitching, we can make that even nicer. So we have this piece here that was left over from the bottom of the dragonfly piece. There's a couple of other pieces somewhere. I think that was at the top. I don't know, but I just wonder if we can make a mini tag out of this. And I've also pulled out this piece here, this piece of vellum, and I just wonder whether we could use that as a focal image. I mean, isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I just love the fact that we've got the text in the background. You can still see what's underneath as well. I think that's gorgeous. I've also found this oval vellum piece here. You see, I like that as well. Oh my gosh, what do I do? And then of course I feel as if I've gone down a rabbit hole because I ended up pulling out some of these beautiful pieces as well. We've got two of those, but these would work. And I just wonder whether that's better because I love the touch of gold. It doesn't cover up the beautiful text because, of course, otherwise we're layering text on text and we're covering all of this beautiful writing up. But which one do I use? They're all so gorgeous. Oh my goodness me. I don't know. I think what I'm going to have to do is take a photograph of these and have a look through the camera lens. Perhaps I like this one because I like the green with the white. Maybe I could just cut a little bit away from the border. But then the pink is lovely as well. Oh, good grief. Do you see my dilemma? I wish you could scream at me down the camera lens and tell me what to do. But I am going to chop the corners off this and make this into a tag shape. I think I'm going to go for that one. It doesn't really matter. And again, I'm just going to glue it down rather than peel it off, just because I just like it because it's a bit thicker. Yeah, I think that was the right choice. And then I'm just going to cut this into a tag shape. Move that over to the other side. And then I think I need to stick this down to a piece of cardstock just to give it a bit of weight. It's a bit too flimsy. Can you see? It's a bit flappy. But isn't that just gorgeous? I love that. I've got this scrap piece of craft cardstock and I think this will do fine. So I think I will glue that down. I'm going to leave myself a border because I think that will look nice. And of course it won't be complete without an eyelet and a little bit of trim as well. So let's eyeball this. I think that's about the centre. I've chosen this gold coloured eyelet. So let's just set this. And I've got a piece of rose pink sari silk as well, just to go through the centre, and that will just finish that off really nicely. So some really nice pieces of ephemera for me to add to my journal. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just one more thing before I call it a day. I think this needs another focal image, and I've found this Tim Holtz butterfly. I'm just going to bend it at the middle to give it a bit of dimension. I could cut round the edges, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to ink it up with some walnut stain. I think it's walnut stain I'm using, just because it's a little bit too white and just glue that on there, and I think that's all that needs. To me, that's made all the difference, and I just love the fact that it's got some dimension as well. If I tilt it, I hope that you can see that. So we've made 5 pieces of ephemera today in total. So we've got this beautiful dragonfly piece. I love that, it's gorgeous. This one here, which I think it's made all the difference, cutting out the piece from the middle of this one and adding it to this beautiful sort of, you know, dark orange background and adding the butterfly. And then we've got these 3 more subtle pieces here. I love this one. Really pleased that Amanda has added stencils to the kits. I just love this background, absolutely beautiful. Love rub-ons. So we've got the 2 rub-on pieces. We've got this one and this one here. Had a bit of trouble, as you know, with this one here, but you know, easily rectified with a few pencil crayons. And then the leftover piece, which has made this beautiful tag. So I'll be back in a day or 2 and we'll start adding these beautiful pieces to my journal. Of course, this is my Your Creative Studio journal. I love this. So these are some of the pages that I've done already, but we've still got plenty of pages left to fill. So we'll find a spot for some of these. Love this. That's the front, that's the back. I'll leave the link to the video showing how I made this in the description box below. In the meantime, I shall add a bit of stitching to these, and then we'll see what wonderful pages we can come up with. So as always, I'll leave the link to Your Creative Studio in the description box below for anybody who's interested in any of their subscription boxes. I'll leave the link to this one here in particular. But if you've enjoyed my video today and it's given you some ideas and inspiration, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.